Hunter Biden investigation at DOJ. This is preposterous. This has been pending, according to our reporting at CNN, since 2018. 5 years. And this, by the way, this investigation is not the laptop. This investigation is a tax issue. Did Hunter Biden declare his income? And a sort of obscure gun law. Did he possess a gun while he was addicted to drugs, which you're not allowed to do under federal law? Did he lie about that? But 5 years, I mean, that's a 5-week investigation. Somebody, and this spans the Trump administration and the Biden administration. Someone's got to make a call on this case. I don't know what is going on, but it's beyond anything I've seen before.
That was CNN commentator Elie Honig there, questioning the length of a federal investigation into Hunter Biden. The legal analyst was commenting on the fact the investigation being operated out of Delaware into the president's son has been in action since 2018. There is still no conclusion as to whether or not Hunter Biden committed a crime. Delaware Attorney David Weiss has been running this probe since 2018 when he was hired under Donald Trump. However, even with Joe Biden taking office, Mr. Weiss has been kept in the position. Federal agents have been looking at whether Hunter Biden committed tax crimes, money laundering and lying on a form in relation to the purchase of a firearm. In May, the Washington Post reported that prosecutors were near to making their decision on whether or not to charge the president's son. However, so far nothing has been done. Elie Honig said this time frame of a 5-year investigation is preposterous, claiming this should have taken 5 weeks. He said he has no idea what's going on, but somebody needs to make a call. What has developed from the investigation, however, is the fact that an IRS whistleblower hired an attorney who reached out to 2 Republican lawmakers seeking whistleblower protection. This IRS employee was the supervisor in the investigation into whether Hunter Biden paid his taxes, which is a part of the Delaware probe. He wanted to tell members of Congress about the investigation process and how he found it had been improperly handled. His attorney Mark Lytle wrote a letter to members of Congress where he claimed the probe had examples of preferential treatment and conflicts of interest. Gary Shapley was the whistleblower who was unmasked when he sat for an interview with CBS, where he claimed the probe was out of the norm.
There was multiple steps that were slow walked at the direction of the Department of Justice.
Had you ever encountered that before?
I have not, no. These deviations from normal process, and each and every time it seemed to always benefit the subject.
Late last month, I spoke to former Trump advisor Garrett Ziegler, who was given early access to Hunter Biden's infamous laptop. He compiled the contents of it into a searchable database so that Americans could make up their own mind about the president's family. Within our interview, I asked him about this nearly 5-year investigation into Hunter Biden and the likelihood he would ever face prosecution. So on October 12th, 2018, Hunter Biden buys a gun and he ticks that box that said he's not a drug user. He's even written in his memoir that he was doing drugs at that time. If he's found guilty of this, he's punishable for up to 10 years in jail. Now, what evidence do you have from this time in his life that proves that he probably was on drugs and has committed this crime?
It's a very good question. We have within the week pictures of him smoking crack cocaine and with a meth pipe in his mouth. Most people don't realize that Hunter's own sister, Ashley, accused him and Hallie Biden, his brother's widow, of not only ingesting crack cocaine, but smoking meth. And so we have a picture on October 3rd, 2020 of a meth pipe in Hunter Biden's mouth, only, a week and change from the time he bought the gun.
So you don't think, because yes, for anyone watching, that he's obviously under investigation for potential tax crimes, money laundering, and then making this false statement in relation to a gun purchase. It's been going on for 5 years and there is no prosecution, there's no charges being laid out yet. But even though it's been going on for 2018, and then there was speculation that agents had reached a decision about whether to charge the president's son, but nothing has happened. But if you have actual evidence that he was on drugs at that time, buying a gun, I don't know how it's been taking so long. So you just don't think the DOJ will prosecute him?
No, I think he's too protected. And the second this report came out in October of 2022, we sent a bullet point summary to the U.S. Attorney in Delaware. I know that it's a very sobering thought. We can have the son of the U.S. president on video smoking crack cocaine and nothing happens to him.